Hey guys, and welcome back to Sparkster. Axel Gear has made off with the princess into space, so there's only one logical conclusion to this particular outcome. We're gonna strap an additional rocket pack to our own jetpack and fly off into fucking space. Let's do this.
Yeah, I totally trust this guy. Nothing will go wrong at all.
Never explained it all, but it doesn't matter. It's time to go into shmup mode.
You got like a battleizer or a super jetpack mode, yeah.
This is what I think of when I think of the 90s. Rocking music, crazy kind of like gameplay sequences. It's just a beautiful thing to behold, really.
Please tell me there's a part of this stage where the fake Viper shows up to help him, because that would be amazing.
Oh yeah, that was another Konami thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's Gradius, man. I would totally be all over that.
Anyway, the controls for this, pretty basic. When you slash your sword, it sends your usual, like, boomerang energy, like, spiral forward, which I forgot to mention last time. Works great for, like, you know, keeping enemies at bay, you know, keeping them at a distance. And I believe the jump button fires lasers, and with the shoulder buttons you can do barrel rolls. Doesn't really do anything apart from, like, changing the trajectory of your little pellet fire, but use it if you want, it's just fun.
You know what, one thing I did miss on the Genesis was the fact that the SNES had the 6 buttons, including the shoulder buttons, but the, the first version of the Genesis controller only had 3, and then even when later on they introduced the 6-button controller, you'll still find most of the games that only use, like, 3 of them, so you kind of miss out on some of the features, like, barrel rolling and things like that.
I would say the most annoying part of this level, for me at least, were the very Gundam-esque, like, wolf troopers who shoot their rifles at you. These wolves on the missiles, they don't really do anything except try to bump into you, and the turrets and whatnot, they're typical shmup fare, typical, like, shooter section fare, but other than that, it's just these guys who I just like exploding, really.
In the first game, Sparkster also went to space to take care of the bad guys, so this seems to be a recurring theme for the guy.
Well, let's see if the outcome, like the very finale of this section, is exactly the same, because it was certainly annoying enough.
I'm just trying to remember, like, exactly what he did in space. It's been a while since I played that game.
This mid-boss here, he looks intimidating, but he's honestly a piece of piss, and, if I'm saying this, it's really gotta be pretty simple. You just gotta, like, shoot him, slash him, dodge is very easy to avoid, like, projectile attack, and grab the apples when he explodes.
Yeah, his final gambit to shoot delicious, nutritious apples at you. Here! Let's see if a doctor will help you now!
Oh no, the acidic qualities of the apples will rust my jetpack and make me fall to earth.
Oh, there's a worm in the middle, oh!
Now the level itself becomes kind of easy, because apart from this turret, there's not much else to avoid. There was like space liquid back there, which can pretty much kill you outright if you're not careful. But I guess they wanted to save the frustration factor for the very end of the level, and trust me, it's pretty high. So high that the Game Grumps stopped playing when they reached this boss.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you beat it, I hope.
Well, I won't be putting up if I didn't, mate.
I gotta wonder about the hitbox on a Sparkster here, though. Like, is it like a fairly big hitbox, or is it a small one, like a bullet hell?
Well, we'll just open up the game itself. It's just like a gigantic square that covers the entire screen.
Well, sometimes, like, they used to publish cheat codes where basically it would let you go into debug mode anyway. You'd be able to see that kind of data sometimes.
Oh god, this boss battle. This took me, I think, about like 10-15 minutes. The other bosses, by example, took me about 5. 10 at the very most. It's time for Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
You did this in the first game too with Axel. Like, is this your thing now, Axel Gear? We just fight with Metal Gears, I guess, since you're a Metal Gear boss, basically?
Oh, you can punch like left and right, I believe, using the shoulder triggers. But I'm just going to give him the old right punch, because I am right-handed, and this is how I roll.
This is the worst mixed martial arts fight I've ever seen.
The problem with this fight is, Axel is super aggressive, and not in like, oh, the difficulty is curved so we're on the hard part of the game now. No, he is fucking relentless, and you can like block, but he can also destroy your arms, and you can destroy his arms, but he can attack you much faster like this.
Okay, that's clearly, alright dude, alright, thank you, Aura, I got it.
Yeah, so the best kind of strategy for this, from what I've seen from YouTube videos, is to fully charge your boost meter, and boost left or right, and try and get a sneaky little punch in, and just hope one of his arms like falls off before yours.
So I love this visual of you just punching with the one arm over and over, and I'm trying to see how Rocky would have played out if that worked that way. Use the right arm, kid! Jab, 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 jab. I notice your robots have faces on them. I don't, like on the chest area, so I don't really know what that means.
Well, this must be one of the Lioness's Empire's like mechs, because they both kind of have like the same decals on them.
That's true, and they have the mane in the back. I just realized it. So yeah, okay.
Fucking die and never come back again. Oh wait, this is Axel Gear. He always comes back, and when he comes back, he's like really super emo and has black armor.
Did he do that in the third game? Because I haven't played the third game. I kind of don't want to because of what I heard about it.
Well, technically the fourth game, but yes, he's kind of gone into a bit of an angst state.
Oh, come on, Axel. Like, you used to be cool-ish, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, the music level is, I believe, where easy mode ends. And I think, like, the boss of this particular level is where normal mode ends. So you better be playing on hard mode if you want to get anywhere in this game, or at least see the proper ending.
You know, I never really got that. Like, you know, how they wanted you to play on a hard to see the full game. Like, what is the point of that? Like, why not just make the game hard to begin with? Because if you're playing it on easy, then you're obviously still not learning the skills you're going to need to clear it on hard. So really, what's the point? Just make it hard to begin with.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
So are these, like, missiles giant bullets? I like to pretend he's inside of a giant revolver, and it's just kind of shooting out bullets one by one.
Well, I guess this is one of the Generalissimo's like final tactics to blow up the planet using these missiles, and that will come into play later on, so keep it in mind.
The general fuck the planet with your giant gun tends to be a good backup plan in case nothing else works. Alright, you done shooting? Alright.
Oh, thank God this section is over. I had literally nothing to say except, oh look, we're waiting for a thing to happen.
Oh, look, another bullet. What a surprise.
Now, you will see me, like, abusing the rocket every so often to get around, like, quicker. Don't spam that, like young Tom64 did, and then wonder why you could never beat the game.
Whoa, alright there.
Like, free falling or free ascending? I don't know how to describe this.
I think you're free ascending because you're shooting upwards, because your rocket is going even though your meter isn't charging up, so I don't know.
Will this ever end?
Oh, hey.
Okay, it ended, thank God. Oh God, Stampy-Doo, you're on the side of the enemy now.
Yes, I have found more benefits than with working for you.
Well, I thought we had a thing. I guess not.
Well, no, not with a stupid name like Stampy Poo, come on.
Stampy-Doo, mate.
Do Poo, whatever, it sounds dumb. Stampy dumb, how does that sound?
Shades of Death Egg here, especially with the colour scheme. Another aping of Sonic, I guess. But again, Sparkster has the quality control, so I can't really complain.
That's true. I mean, you know, like we've said before, despite how he was made for a particular time, his games and his character designs still hold up compared to guys like Bubsy or, Arrow the Acrobat. Have you ever played that, by the way?
Yeah, no, I haven't, but I guess he's chilling with, like, Awesome Possum and whatnot right now.
Pretty much, yeah. Although, I didn't hate Arrow the Acrobat. I thought he was okay.
This is the boss fight, by the way, just jumping and slashing, so I hope you got 2 minutes worth of commentary to use, Helldragon.
So first off, why is Mother Brain helping them out? Secondly, why would you expose your organically driven power system? And 3, why do you give it the wackiest defense system in the entire world? I mean, he's just throwing around shapes. What happened to, like, gun turrets? That's pretty straightforward, right? No, here's my magic crystals that shoot lightning and my, spinning donut attack. I mean, what is that?
You can take this thing down quicker, but the guide I used said this was the safest tactic, and I didn't really want to use a retake. I didn't want to do retakes over and over, so this is the trade-off, I guess.
Man, I hope for some of these games you use, like, actual 90s strategy guides for that, because it wouldn't feel right otherwise, you know?
Your fucking perpetual boner for these strategy guides never fails to make me titter. I mean, I'm right there with you, but it's so predictable.
I love those fucking things. There's just, these big-ass books with all these information. It's full of helpful information. I love strategy guides. I just kind of geek out over them a little.
Well, coming soon, Helldragon's Patreon, and that could be the first stretch goal, I guess.
What, make a strategy guide of how to help me succeed with all of my problems?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I need one.
We're getting there, don't worry.
I'm gonna take down each and every one of these Cheerios, goddammit.
Come to think of it, I think Sparkster predated Sonic and Knuckles, so I'm just going to look this up, lest I look like an ape for saying that Sparkster ate the Death Egg.
He's just trying to get these delicious Oreos, but it doesn't work out.
Sonic and Knuckles came out in 94. Sparkster came out in 94. Well, who was first?
I think Sonic was first, because, yeah, come on, they clearly had to, ape what was going on.
Oh, come on, they both came out in October, that's not fair.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of weird now.
What the fuck, Konami? You got, like, internal agents at Sega or something?
Konami's been a bit weird ever since the early days, you know? Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! I'm good at Street Fighter.
Sonic Boom, Sonic fucking bombed, more like.
Hit him so hard he turned into dust, as swords are wont to do.
Alright, let's move on.
Alright, so what's next after you do that for some reason?
A little bit of a gimmick involving, like, lasers reflecting off these robotic minions. Try and take them out without scrolling the screen so far that they start moving, because therein lies trouble.
Oh good, more Sonic Booms!
Doesn't really have its same luster without the mirror minions, as it were.
Fuck it, I don't even care.
Operation Nuts to this.
Well, no, do possums eat nuts, I wonder? I know they eat fruit, obviously. I mean, the video game has said that he likes fruit, so it must be true in real life.
Here's a proper question. Why is there an O at the start of possum? I think they're properly called opossums, but everyone I know calls them possums. And, my crowd is the right crowd, so there you go.
It's when you're expecting a more impressive animal to be caught underneath your porch, but instead you go, oh, possum.
Yeah, don't fuck with well, I'm saying it now, don't fuck with possums, by the way. They may not have, like, jetpacks and swords, but they're still nasty creatures.
And they carry various diseases, which is always a blast, but you can't really make a Sega Genesis game now that you can't make, like, Diseaso the opossum and just kind of build a platform around that.
Maybe that's what Awesome Possum was actually about, I don't know, I've never played it.
Like, I can't imagine the strategy for Awesome Possum. Like, they want to make a game about protecting the environment. Let's create one of the most boring mascots in the entire world. It's an animal, but it's got a shirt. Bam! It's Awesome Possum.
Well, are you describing Awesome Possum or Bubsy?
Well, both, because that seems to be the general trend.
There's the planet in the background. Don't worry, my beauty, we shall save you.
This better not be another, cop-out situation like last time.
Don't worry, mate, this is a proper final boss.
Missile goes here.
Hello, I will be your final boss. I am Generalissimo Lioness. I happen to be male, so maybe just kind of ignore the fact I'm termed Lioness instead of Lion.
Well, maybe it's supposed to be like Lion plus... Well, no, Empress is female too. Well, fuck. You can't really kind of work around that, I just realized. No, I don't know why a lion can breathe flame and shoot sonic booms as well. Just go with it. It must be an alien lion.
This attack, where he kind of like puts lightning around you, is very reminiscent, and this is the second time I'm mentioning Sonic Rush here, so again, they may have internal agents at like Sonic Team or Sega. Very reminiscent of like the final boss of either Sonic or Blaze's story in Sonic Rush. Not like the super-duper secret Need All the Chaos Emeralds final boss, but the gigantic robot where the theme Bomber Barbara plays.
Are you on a timer or something? Because with this kind of... the missile's about to shoot at Earth, it would feel like this boss battle would be on some kind of timer.
Nope, but it turns out it was a robot all along.
Okay, well, I guess that explains the fire breath and the lightning attacks.
I am programmed to give up upon losing.
No, just gonna... good thing they put that switch on the floor.
Last-ditch attempt.exe.
Oh, they needed her pendant to activate their Doomsday weapon, which doesn't make any sense when you think about it for more than a second.
Oh, is that what was happening? I never noticed that before.
Yeah, I don't really know why they built it that way, but oh well, I guess.
Now, you need to be playing on normal to even reach this level. You're going to need to play on at least hard to reach the proper super-duper final level of the game, which is the missile over there.
Well, there was more room, but oh well. I guess he has to stop the missile. I mean, he can't breathe in space, but fuck it.
He would be much of a rocket knight if he went back to the planet to, observe the destruction of it along with the princess.
Well, that sure is something, huh, princess?
Alright, here we go, the final level.
Well, now they're just using recolors of past enemies. It's gotten that point, huh?
Yeah, that was the black Wolfie robot that we free ascended with, I guess.
Yeah, not good enough to be a mini-boss anymore, it looks like.
Okay, the final true boss is the core of this missile, and it has a few attacks in its arsenal. It can fire these wolf-shaped fireballs at you. That's phase 1. Then it will, like, shoot its laser, as, you know, cores are wont to do. It will bring up bombs later on. Those are pretty easy to avoid.
It's got some cool attacks, but it's kind of disappointing that you're fighting, like, a core of a missile. Like, the lion guy seems like a lot more of an intimidating villain. Like, in the first game, you fought, like, the Emperor of the Pigs or whatever. Then, as you're descending back to Earth, like, I think what was left over of him comes down and tries to attack at you with tentacles while you're free-falling towards the planet. Like, that was actually really fucking cool.
And I believe in Sparkster Rocket Knight Adventures, or, Rocket Knight Adventures 2, you become, like, Golden Super Sparkster.
Yeah, I think I vaguely recall that. So, in general, Genesis is a bit more hype when it comes to this kind of stuff.
I don't know, I think, at least musically, this is a very suitable final boss, if not in terms of, like, combat and the like.
Yeah, but you should have fought, like, Axel Gear as the final boss in this case, because, you know, you've got more of a beef with him, and I guess, well, I don't know if he would approve of nuking the planet he sort of lives on with a missile.
Well, that's the point, because he was aiding the forces, but what was his endgame? Oh, you can come and live on our planet, you know, with all the wolves and whatnot.
I'm pretty sure he wanted, like, his whole thing is that he's jealous of Sparkster. Like, he wants to be the primo Rocket Knight. He wants to get the girl. That's why he also has the Rocket Knight gear, because I believe he used to be part of the kingdom, but then they basically passed him over to Sparkster, and that's like, well, I guess I'm going evil. I don't really have much career options at this point.
Well, don't forget, this is like, World 2, a different continuity, so that storyline isn't really consistent with this game.
I don't even know anymore. Just look at all the pretty colors.
Yeah, they are pretty fancy.
And this is pretty tough for a bunch of machinery you think you'd be able to break in a minute with your fucking, sonic boom sword.
Speaking of...
Oh, it's like Gospel from Mega Man Battle Network 2, I just realized it. Oh, see, it was possessed by ghosts, that makes sense.
Okay, let's get the hell out of it before this thing explodes.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
And I believe if you were playing on, like, very hard or crazy hard, which are the two next difficulty levels, you get a bit of an extended ending where you see, like, Sparkster flying away or something, but, It kind of happens here, so I don't really want to break my mind playing a really hard difficulty. You just get like a second extra's worth of footage.
Yeah, there's not really a point for that, I think.
Don't cry, dearie. Your beloved Rocket Knight will be down to like pose triumphantly in a second.
I'm already dead.
Psych, not dead, lol.
Good thing he didn't take fall damage from that. That would just be embarrassing. Like, I assume he can re-enter the atmosphere because 2D platformer protagonists don't take fall damage when they fall. You know that, right?
Indeed. Okay, guys, we're going to cut things here. So, thanks for watching us fumble our way through Sparkster, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you then.